Usualmente no entro mucho en algunos géneros musicales. Por ejemplo, el género jazz. Una escena de la música envuelto en una diferente instrumentación, apropiándose de ritmos más suaves o balanceándose de diferentes formas. Hay muchas características que implementan el gran impacto del jazz en la música, igual como lo conocemos ahora, pero hoy quiero que conozcan a Robyn Bennett. Una cantante americana que se mudó a Francia para seguir con sus sueños como cantante, experimentando en géneros como el soul, el rock, pop y claro, el jazz. Junto con su banda Bang Bang, Robyn explora su talento y hace crecer de ello con una voz enigmática. Hoy conocerán más de la impactante carrera hasta la fecha de Robyn Bennett. Como mencioné, Robyn actualmente vive en Francia, en la ciudad de París.
I think, yeah, Paris is just a great city with so much to offer, culturally and historically. So yeah, it's just a great place to live in general. So I feel like 'cause music had always been a part of my life for my whole life. But I think the thing that really motivated me to get into music, like in a general sense, is when I first started out, I did musicals. And I saw the musical Chicago, and there was someone from my hometown who I danced with, which is a very small hometown in Pennsylvania. And I saw her name on the screen and I said, wow, I didn't realize that she was in the movie. And I said, oh my gosh, if she can do it, then I can do it. So that was kind of like this, click of being like, oh, well, even if this woman who I knew when I was younger could do this. So that was like the click for me to be like, I'm really gonna go for it, at that time when I was younger. And then I think the biggest click for actually like making music was when I met Ben Van Hill, who plays trombone and who we write music together, and we're also together in life. And he's the one who kind of like, because I had a lot of ideas, but I play piano, but limitedly, and so he was the person who kind of was like made it possible for arrangements and composing and all of that. So that was like the biggest click, I think. Yeah.
Robyn pasó por una etapa en Broadway, entrando en el mundo de los musicales. Aquí nos cuenta más de su experiencia.
It was amazing. It was scary. It's scary being up on stage, but then I mean it's a great community. People who, in general, I think all over the world, people who do musicals, it's a really great community of people who just love music and dance and acting and art in general. So it was always really fun. It was always, being in musicals was a really fun experience.
Robyn siempre fue apasionada de muchas cosas, entre la música, la literatura, pero también encontrar diferentes culturas.
Being inspired by different things it's always really, you can't predict it, like there's no formula for it. So I feel like just, the biggest thing is moving around. I love moving around. I love traveling, which is also why I love being able to, be on stage and travel around and do tours. Because I think that it is also really like a really good place to get inspiration is to move around a lot and see different things and meet new people. A big part of just being inspired is being open to new things and to different, cultures and different music and everything. And I think that now in my life, I feel like I really want to go to South America, Central South America, because I have been once when I was younger, but to go and to really experience the music there more would be amazing, because it's a whole new world for me. It would be a whole new world for me, and that would be amazing. So.
Pasando a la música de la cantante, también nos habló sobre la dinámica que tiene con su gran colaborador Ben Van Hill, integrante de la banda.
It's really just like a back and forth it's so dynamic, and it's just so important, because I feel like if I were to write a song just by myself, that it would be missing something. And I feel like that it's really like this formula of like the both of us together writing, it comes out. For me, it's like that's the thing that makes it work. So I don't know. I feel like there's just some sort of he comes from different, like more of a different background, much more of jazz background than I do. So I feel like his ideas and what he contributes to the music just makes it much more rich. So I feel like that it's kind of essential. So.
También hablamos sobre sus próximos proyectos, e incluso de un nuevo disco que sacará en marzo del 2024, y lo que esperamos de su música.
I don't know. I don't like labels because I just feel like it's so hard to like put a label. But I mean, you have to. But there's definitely elements. There's elements of maybe more funky elements in this new album. But there is also a song on the new album where there's piano and strings, which we've never done anything with strings before. So there's going to be a cello, and that's like, it's more of a ballad. And so I just feel like, yeah, it is going to be a little bit different, this new album, but I feel like all the albums are always different a little bit. So, but I guess that's just life, changing.
Yeah. This new album is coming out when exactly?
End of March. I don't have the exact date because we're waiting on something, but yeah, end of March, in about a month, so.
La trayectoria de Robyn ha sido interesante de ver, desde estar en musicales, ir a partes del mundo y conocer las influencias que impactaron en su música. ¿Qué es lo que se ha llevado de todas estas experiencias?
Yeah, I think it's really interesting because I feel like when we first started making music, making albums, we were very because we're like really live musicians, like that's what we started doing, is performing in bars and clubs and jazz clubs. Like I feel like we were very hesitant to put any sort of like production, like sound, to have any sort of, like not live, to have it not be live. We were really like scared of that. And I think, I mean, you can definitely hear on the weight, it's very like, it's live, like it's really, but I also love that. I feel like now though that we're much more open to, and I mean, it's not like hugely produced, the music that we do, but we're definitely more open to new sounds. And the studio that we work in Paris, Question de Son, we work closely with Fred, who co-produces, and he is always saying, why don't we try this, so we're always saying, oh, we don't know, we're kind of scared, but he's always pushing us, which is cool, to try new things. So I think you can definitely hear that, and I feel like it's just part of the process of, like you said, growing up and learning different things to integrate into your music.
Espero les haya gustado esta entrevista. Si quieren conocer más de la música de Robyn Bennett, dejaré una playlist de Spotify en la descripción con el link. Cuídense y nos vemos para más música.